Okay, I'm back. What's up? Alright, so apparently there's already like... Okay, I checked. There's already like 4 people watching. I'm not sure where these 4 people have come from, but hello. Welcome to the stream. Order this. Now, the same idea as last time. I will have the pool like posted, so just remember this is the actual pool itself, and I have this pinned. You can also add Axe Nightbot for the pool as well if you really want to, but you don't have to because it should be pinned. Also, you can ask me questions in the questions tab about Sloshing Machine if that's what you guys are interested in. But how are you guys doing? This is the second stream of today, so we're already back. I ate food, I took out the garbage, so I have nothing to do for like 3 to 4 hours. Alright, first thing of the day. I open up a room, and then I just send out invites to see who joins. Stream chat should be available to different people. I'm not sure if they're not. So I don't know. 1 vote for let's add other modes. Okay, I like that. But as always, I start off with Turf War first, and then we can slowly build our way up into other modes. So what I'll do is I'll start playing Turf and other modes, and as people get into stream, then I play with those people. That's how it would work. Yeah, Panda Express. How is it? Well, for you at least, how was it? It was yum. Okay, that's good. Do you think you're going to be available to play, or are you just going to be able to watch today? Well, watch for right now. I don't know if you have your Switch available. If you don't, that's fine. Okay, if you can play, what would you like to play? Hey Chase, Victim, welcome back. Okay, I got that person, but I'm down. Hey Cobalt, welcome to stream. Hey Prize, welcome to stream. What's going on? I don't know what he was thinking, but free kill for us, I guess. It's pretty nice. I'm out of ink. I'm out of ink. I have no ink. I have no ink. I'm dead. I have a feeling there's someone just camping there. Like, I can't confirm for certain, but I just felt like someone was camping there. What? There we go. Hold on. I'm reading your message. It's just kind of hard to get to it at the moment. Oh, they should get that guy. I think that Trippy Chips should be Splat 4 idols since they're the only band apart from Callie and Marie playing all 3 games. They might be. But I guess the question for you would be, if those are going to be the idols, where are you going to put them? Like, what, like, where is it going to be located, if that makes any sense? Chat's more active because I think I did a second stream. If I only did one stream today, there wouldn't be more people coming back. But the way to actually keep things going is that you have to have one stream. Oh no. What I'm basically saying is you have to have content that's related to what you just had so the algorithm recommends it again. That's what I'm trying to say. So, because there's already people waiting, there's more people available. I honestly think that the boss in Splat Raiders is going to be Big Man. Because he's the only one who actually has all the equipment. Shiver and Fry, like, they don't have any equipment. Big Man has everything. So I feel like he's the villain. Not, I mean, Judd could also be a villain, too. Maybe they're working together. I think it's possible that Big Man may strike a deal with Little Judd to get off the island. Maybe Mr. Grizz is also involved with a spaceship too. That could work. Other than that, I'm not really sure what the storyline could be. Because we don't have too much information about the game. We know that the game will be updated later this month. But besides that, we have no information on Splatoon Raiders. Once you defeat Mr. Grizz, Little Judd has one of those mics on his face. Yeah, I know he's on the bad guys team. So he's probably running Grisco now. But one of the major things about Splatoon Raiders is what is the game about? What is the game story about? Because we don't know why they went to the island. We can only guesstimate why they're on the island. But we can't say anything else. I'm looking for this one right here. Yeah, there we go. Update. He probably kidnapped you. Maybe. Actually, that would be very interesting to see that happen. Alright, that person's not down yet. Do I believe that the Memverse 8 is also Expansion 8? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm a bit confused. I'm dead. Oh wait, you guys are probably having conversation amongst yourselves. Never mind. I thought you were specifically talking to me, but I have to like read chat. I'm just like reading what you're saying. The members. I don't know enough about the lore to comment on these things. I definitely don't think we won there, but it was a good try. I have not played Side Order. I don't have it, so I don't know much about it. The only information I would have on it is actually to either look at someone else's videos right now, or to just like watch gameplay of it, because I don't have it. You'll know what I'm yapping about? Okay. Only friends join? Okay. Get it, it's really fun. That's one thing I should have asked my mother for Christmas for, but instead I got Foxhole for Steam. So instead of getting Splatoon DLC, I got a brand new game. Off to a rough start. I have like 2 losses already, but that's fine. And it's taking a while to get a match. Comparatively for Turf War. If you guys share the stream, that would help a lot, I think. I don't know. If you know someone else who wants to play Splatoon, it would be good to share the stream. I'm down. There's a guy here. I know it's $20. I just have to actually get it. I did play Splatoon 1. I didn't hear most of the music in that game. The only music I heard was from the story mode. Splatoon 2 I joined way too late to actually get any Splatfests. I joined like a month, like 2 months too late for that. But I did play the game a lot. There we go. I did not mean to jump there. That's not a good idea. Like, one of the main songs I remember, if I could pull it up. I think I should be allowed to pull it up here. It should be... not this stream. Oh, give me a moment here. That was a good match. Just gotta keep doing that. Hold on. If I could pull it up. I do have stream scheduled for tomorrow. And I think I have one scheduled for Monday. As time goes on, I'm probably going to only have one stream per week because I have my semester coming up, so I have to focus a lot more on that. What time is it? It should be like if you check my channel, it should be available in your local time. It should be roughly the same time I'm streaming now. Do you have a stream schedule? Not really. I'll be very honest with you, I do not have a stream schedule. I don't have one. I'm trying to make one, but I don't think I actually have one at the moment. It's kind of random. I'm dead. The first stream is supposed to be at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon, and the second stream is supposed to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I can link it to you while I have time. So, give me a second. The first stream tomorrow should be roughly around this time. So that's the first stream. If you just check my channel homepage, you should see the streams I have scheduled. I'll be back in like an hour or two. Okay. I should definitely still be around by that time. This time's perfect for you? That's good. Yeah, so the music I remember from Splatoon 1 is this one. If you remember it. It's this one. From the story mode. I like this one. You don't really hear Splatoon music like this anymore, though. It doesn't really exist nowadays. I think this is on my C playlist for some reason. Okay. But yeah, this is what I personally remember when I think of older Splatoon games. Splatoon 1. Most of the actual songs I never actually was able to hear. I was like 4 when it came out. I would have been... When it actually came out, I believe it would have been 8. But by the time I got it for Christmas, I was 9. Alright, here we go. You can say that, yeah. Okay, that was my mistake. That was an easy kill to get. need to not make that mistake ever again. I'm dropping too quickly. I had the executive VP, but I haven't been playing. So I believe it's at executive VP 40 right now. Okay, that heavy spotlight keeps getting me. I have to be careful of them because I keep dying to them for free. I have 2 people down there. There we go. Alright, that's another win. I think I missed a loss somewhere, so let me add that in there. There we go. You lose 90% of your matches? I wonder what the average win rate in this game is. Because usually my win rate's around 60%. Which is ideally where it should be. At least from what I've heard. Oh, my goodness. My salmon run rank is slowly crippling. That's pro stats for you. Oh. That's not good. That's really not good. I mean, at least you're still playing, so that's what matters. You guys might not actually be able to believe this, but I actually I deleted my channel by accident like 2 days ago, and now it's back. But this is a brand account. I somehow figured out to make it a brand account like a year or 2 ago. So now, even if I delete it, I have about 3 weeks to get it back. We could. How do you delete your channel by accident? I was trying to hide my channel. I didn't mean to delete it, I just want to hide it. And then come back to it like a few years from now. Mainly my mother wanted me to like keep a low profile on the internet until I actually had something established in real life. But they didn't want me to delete my channel, they were just concerned about my safety. I'm dead. Is that a Splatoon 3 pun? This song is in my top 3 favorite Splatoon decks, up there with the other 118. That feels like it's a Splatoon 3 pun. Which is quite clever. How is it a pun? You're playing a game called Splatoon 3. And if you're up there tied with the other 118, that means they're all in 3rd place. So if everything's at 3, it's Splatoon 3. Because that's the game that you're playing. If that makes sense, I don't know. Because in this game, everything's supposed to be rounded around 3s. Based around the 3, rather. Splatoon 4 will probably not be based around 4s. I can definitely tell you that. I doubt that we see 4v4 v4, but it could happen. It'd be amazing actually if it did, but that would be funny. They'd have to make new maps for that though. Tricolor would have been way better if he had 9 players and it was just 3v3v3. Ah, I'm dead. Okay, that's a great duties player right there. That's okay. I keep running into this guy and his shots, which is not helping me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. I have 3 people on me. Well, Nintendo doesn't actually own the servers. They have servers for your information, but they don't have ones for the game. I believe Google is responsible for this game, the internet connection. I believe it's Google because when Google went down last time, Nintendo servers were also down. Their cloud service, not like Google itself. It'd be quite weird if Google itself was down, because then you wouldn't even be able to access YouTube. It's a lot of losses. I could do like same run in like 2 matches from now. I don't know. I was kind of thinking having Salmon streams should be a separate thing, because it's a different audience kind of thing. Because I don't even have a thumbnail for that one yet. I can feel like the muscles in my skull are twitching. Like, it's like right above my headphones where I just like felt like my muscle twitch around like where my blood vessel would be. I've been doing that with headphones for a little bit now. But when I don't have headphones on, it doesn't do that, so I don't know why. And I don't have the game on at a high volume either, so it shouldn't be that, but maybe it's the extra pressure being put on top of my skin. Here I go? Okay. Bye, Price Hill. Thank you for being here. I messed that up. Dang it. It will be okay. No, that's a dead jump right there. Unless you can actually get a kill. Okay, we're holding on. Okay, there we go. That is not a loss, that is a win. The win rate's very low, but it's okay. I got one more. Alright, time to explore YouTube. So I'm going to explore YouTube posts. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning, that is not a good thing. I'm surprised there's no just community tab feature here on PC, but there should be one. Alright. I think I need to realize that I need to actually hit the players. We're gonna be switching to Salmon Run soon, but yeah, you could join in. I think after this match, we're gonna switch to Salmon Run actually. Oh, there's no pain. What in the world? There's no pain anywhere. Person here. They're gonna be moving here. Maybe I should drop the bar here. That's catastrophic, man. That's not good. That's catastrophic. Oh my goodness. I think we actually lost mid completely there. We had a chance to retake it, but we lost it. Yeah. Unfortunate. That's a 33% win rate. So, not great. We did play like 9 matches in the span of less than an hour. Not bad overall. You ran off a cliff. Just for that, we'll keep going. We'll keep going just because of that. Actually, I think I can make the second half of the stream Salmon Run. I think that's what I'll do. That might be good. Hold on. So let me actually type that out. Like at least 1 hour of the stream will be Salmon Run. So I think at 2 hours we do Salmon. Alright. I don't mind if they're going to rush because they're on my team. I just have to support them. I could not get out the way fast enough. My bad. I'm gonna paint this area just so we have an area to fall back to. Got it. There we go. Also, if you want to invite them to the stream, you can. 'Charge was quitbacking for some reason. That's why I stopped. Oh. I got 11 kills. That's actually quite nice. "11 splats without dying" is amazing. Hey Ruby, welcome to stream. I'm doing okay. This is the first hour of streaming, at least for today. No, not for today, of this stream. I already streamed 3 hours ago. For 3 hours about, I think like 5 hours ago. I don't know, what are you up to? At the moment. I made a mistake, I went too far. Should not have moved all the way up there. That's good. I think we got it. I think we should have it. Kirby Air Riders is $70. I didn't know that. Or are you talking about a different game? Imagine Squid backing and losing. I mean, that might be all they have left. I didn't know Kirby Air Riders actually cost $70. I did not know that. Okay, hold on. Why is it $70? I don't understand. Why is this so expensive? They had two splat links, so there wasn't too much they could physically do. Hi, Daisy. They're not suddenly mod, they've been here for a while. You just haven't been to every stream. Alright, let me check chat participants. There's only 3 people in chat, apparently, according to YouTube chat participants. Alright. There we go. The dog is barking, so let me check what's happening outside. How come you've never seen them around? I already told you. You're not on every single stream, so you miss them a lot of the time. Okay, the leader is still a problem. They have not able to take them out for some reason. Yeah. Good. Okay, wait. Hey, Gamer Dude, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I messed up. It's okay. That's not the rules demand. There you go. Guys, remember it's question mark, it's not exclamation point. Okay. When Splatoon 2 came out, my old sister would always hog the Nintendo, and I barely ever got to play. Okay. That makes sense. I don't have any siblings, so I'm the only person who plays video games in the house. Why isn't chat box showing recent messages? It is showing recent messages. They're literally loading in. Bottom up, not top down. The new messages start at the bottom. Hit it from what chat? Are you looking at top messages or are you looking at all messages? Because if you're looking at top messages, not all messages are going to be shown. Yeah, so top messages show the messages that gain the most traction in chat, whereas all messages actually shows all of them. But top messages also hides things that YouTube thinks are spam, whereas all messages does not. So hopefully that helps in distinguishing the two. You don't know why YouTube has a mode like that? It's so people who have important messages are prioritized and people who have less important messages are put at the back of the queue. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. YouTube considers them to be important, yes. Whoa, what do you mean by better? Like, what do you want it? Like, what do you want it to do? Besides myself. At the top. I mean, I believe this was setting that I would have to enable. I think there would be a setting I have to enable where live chat is prior to after XQC, someone has to comment on the person using. So that'll only be for my channel, bro. Other channels. I would actually need to check that. listening to myself without having any background music on. I can hear myself a bit more clearly. They're not going to this is impressive. I can hear myself a bit more clearly. Is Gamer Dude still here? I don't know. They might just be living. They may or may not be here. Currently, that's not what I'm seeing. In participants, I'm not seeing him there. But I believe that's only for people who are chatting. So, they may be here, they may not be. You don't need to post that anymore. The friend code's on screen. Wait, Nightbot might actually have a problem. Hold on. It just is a file. I ignored it. But you don't need to post a friend code anymore because the friend code is on screen. It's harder to see because it's small, but it's fair. So there's no longer a need to use that command. I mean, frankly, it's probably not actually need to use any of the commands except for the ones that actually direct to the websites. I will probably get to changing Nightbot's commands and then see where we go. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not really gonna have too many links that link to other people's channels. As a Nightbot command, they more just be something that's built into the channel page where you just look for a channel that you want and you click on it. Okay, what's their content like before you send it? Like, at least send it to me on Instagram first. Check out their content. I gotta go buy Storm? Okay. Oh, that was quick. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That was a sick quad kill. Okay, I'll check. Where did you get your quad kill? How did that happen? Okay. The channel is interesting, I would say. The games aren't related to what I usually play though. So, I don't really know if I'm the best person to really recommend that channel. Because ideally, you want to give people viewers who will actually watch them for a long period of time, not just subscribers. Because if you give them subscribers and then those people don't watch, the channel won't do well. Someone disconnected. It's a virus. What happened to your... I guess your Switch or the Wi-Fi, what happened? I guess we could keep going and then we'll get him back in on the next one. Depending on if he's banned or not. But, alright. Oh. Oh, okay. So there's more disconnection happening. That is not good. Not ideally, that's not good. Why are people disconnecting? That's a good question. Alright. Oh, that's not a good rotation actually, so let's avoid that. Let me reopen the game. To be fair, this is a decent clan blitz, not clan blitz, this is a decent turf war rotation, whereas the clan blitz rotation currently in Anarchy Open on both Mincemeat, Metalworks, and I think it's Scorch Gorge, not ideal. It should be avoided if possible. Is it just gonna be you playing, or is Sophia coming back? I just want to know, just in case they want to rejoin. If not, I can just start now. I'll wait until 1:33 and then I'll start. Just in case. Okay. I'm gonna start now. Do you like, I guess for people who are still here, do you like the timer being in the bottom left of the stream? So it tells you how long the stream has been going on for. Is that a good addition, or do you guys think it should not be there? How do you guys feel about it? Tableturf is no very is the best, at least in your opinion, to be honest. I thought it would be Dowsers though, because Dowser buoys have very good range. Oh, the one trade-off is that they only get one dodge roll. Because they only have one dodge roll, it's not very easy to escape with. And I also think, well, no, I know Blueberry has the ability to two-shot if you shoot people in the dodge roll mode. I know that is one of its major features. I'm not really sure if that has any other major features. Your wife was bad? Do you mean Wi-Fi? That out of context is funny. Well, how's your Wi-Fi doing now? And did it ban you for like 10 seconds? What happened? Okay, that's good. Ideally, you would rush in their base if you know the enemy team is distracted. So, alright, if the enemy team is in fact distracted, it is a good idea to do that. To get extra paint and then, you know, once they collapse, you get the rest of it and just lock them out. That's a decent strategy. You just can't push up too far, especially if someone knows that you're there. At least that's how I'm thinking of it. It could be a bit different for others, but those are my 2 cents about the situation. Alright. Oh wow. It deleted him too. Look at that. Oh. That's a worrying sign. 1 person gone, 2 people gone. Is there something happening? These people are playing in private battles. Honestly, you know, I'll bite. I'll do 1 game of this, and then I'll go back to Terra 4 for you guys. Do 1 game of Clan Blitz, and see how the internet's going. I'm gonna call it quits and hop on Gran Turismo 7. Okay. Have fun with it. Back out of playing Turf War, so back to getting map control. There we go. This is not the best Clan Blitz map. So what I'm probably thinking is, right, streaming at this time of the day is not ideal. Purely because it's the time of the day when people are not awake. People would love to play Splatoon, but they always like to do it in the afternoon. As early as they can. That clan is still available. You may forget. Kind of a joke, I won't lie. There we go. What do I like to watch? Usually a lot of stuff I'm watching now, I'm not usually watching other YouTubers. Well, other YouTubers in Splatoon, I don't usually watch them. I'm usually watching a lot more geopolitical stuff. So, I would watch more documentary or podcast type content instead of watching live streams of other people playing video games, if that makes sense. Which is weird because I stream video games. Like, I live stream playing a video game where you want people to play with you, but you don't watch other people who do it, so it's very weird. Are you... Okay, so do you want to do Salmon Run now, or do you want to continue with Turf War or Anarchy Battle? I believe right now, at the moment, you are the only person who is here who is actually available to play in some capacity. We can, yeah. We can. Oh, I didn't even create the room yet. What am I doing? I'm too busy looking at enough person stream. Oh my goodness. Alright. I have not played this in a while, but we will get back into it. Ugh, okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so there's only, just look, with the Splatoon 3 topic, there's only one other person who has like more views than I do. But that's fine. As the night goes on, the competition will continue to go down. I got you, bro. I messed that up. There we go. We don't need the highest egg count. That's not really what matters. At least here, the main thing, from my perspective, right? The main thing is just making sure that we survive, so we can get rewards. Not this one. This one. No, not this one. I get the one back. Oh, it's this one. Oh yeah. That's a lot of fish, bro. Alright, ideally, we want the walls to be painted. Just so we can power through. Oh my goodness, I messed that up somehow. Got you. Oh well. Alright, there we go. Alright, the first bag, generally. Actually, I don't think this is this skippable? I need to test it. It might not be. This part is, but not the actual victory animation. Oh, I didn't open up like a decent amount of my capsules, so I will do that now. 1 chunks. I actually do have 30 of I can actually get the Kappa Legends right now. Alright, I can just pop a Kappa Legends. Alright. Let me get another room open. I might actually put a decent amount of... I don't know what I'm gonna put on that hat. Ink saver may be a good idea. I'll count that as a win because we passed it. Alright, that's you. Alright, let's go. Okay. It's weird that Salmon is to be eaten in his honor, but they stop you from beating his secret eggs. Well, I wouldn't say that they stop you. They actually don't really. They just have the golden eggs be retrieved, but those are the most important of their society. They only retrieve the golden eggs. They don't retrieve their. They don't retrieve the regular power eggs that you get, which you get from attacking everything else. The golden eggs specifically are what they are trying to protect. So those are their specialists. They wouldn't have society without them. But everyone else is pretty. It would be really funny though if in the next game you got to play as a Salmonid and you were fighting Briscoe. That would be very fun. Splatoon 4, Fried Fish Edition. Alright. 12 ones. Yeah, if you hold down A, the result screen is way faster. Than it is for other weapons. The result screen flies by when you're holding down A. And I think that's actually pretty good to know. That it just flies by like that. Oh wait, you gotta go. Uh-oh. Actually, let me see what rewards I got. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, that's fair. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'll keep going on my own, but I do appreciate you being here. Because you could have just watched someone else. Alright. Actually, what do I want to do now? I'll close this. Let's check the Splatoon 3 topic. Let's see what else is available. There's Clamblets here. While this is a good option for the West, there simply, unfortunately, I hate to say this, there aren't that many players in the West. And I actually kind of want to play some games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this region to this one. Only because it has more players. And then during the spring, I'll be right back to Tech, and I'll just be in a good position. It'd be very nice in the future, right? It'd be nice if Nintendo changed it to where X rank is not. Okay, so X rank is still regional in terms of your ranking, but you can still play with people in other regions if that makes any sense. Similar to how during the Splatfests you could play with someone in a different Splatfest region. They should make it the same for X rank. It's just that your ranking is different. So. In the West, there's less players, but you can still play against people in East Asia. That's just my personal opinion about how it should work. But they don't have to do that. They could obviously revert it back to Splatoon 2's X rank, where everyone was in the same rank, was in the same basically hierarchy, instead of two separate hierarchies. But Nintendo does what Nintendo likes to do. So, I feel the initial separation is not a bad idea, per se, but, you know. It's going to take time to actually build up the player base. In the West and Europe to really have that separate region be worthwhile. Most people who play this game do not play it of regions besides like. Oh, it's not to say that they don't play in the United States, but in Western nations in general, this game is not as popular as it could otherwise be. The game's based upon popularity for a lot of reasons. Mainly having to do with Nintendo's advertising, not necessarily the game itself. Okay, that's good. Okay, so all the mistakes I was making when I was playing Turf War are getting punished here. So I will learn to not make them very quickly. actually go anywhere, unfortunately, for how this is structured. My instinct's actually incredibly low. Because I was able to swamp that guy, but the other two, not really. So, in a bit of a tough situation now. That's my fault for just walking straight into that. He should be intercepted in some fashion. There we go. 13. Okay. Things are actually turned around quite a bit. Not bad. I think for like where I am, like at the moment, I don't yet have like the not the viewership. I think it's more accurate to say that you need a decent amount of people to just be around at night. I don't currently have enough viewers to just gain like traction to stay shut the entire day. I don't have that system in place at the moment. Although, I kind of wish you did. But to be fair, as long as I play for a bit, it should be okay. Well, now it's like generally the time of the day where, yeah, not a good idea to keep shooting. Okay. Come on, bro. I had to get it in, and that's my fault. God, Storm, you're terrible, bro. Worst gamer who ever lived. Okay, yeah, that's a mistake on my end. That's lockdown. Yeah, that's lockdown. That was actually pretty cool, though. I will admit, that was pretty cool. Alright. Made some mistakes. Some things I should think about. But, I mean, having a good time. Even if there aren't too many people here, I guess it's fine. Now, my team doesn't have the best aim or speed. There might be some questions I might have. Human. Okay, well. Okay. I was able to break in the base, but I don't think that's a significant enough push to warrant any complacency, so keep going. Know who's where. There we go. I need to recover my instinct. There we go. That was pretty good. I like that. 66% win rate so far of all the matches. If you are a person and you want to play Splatoon 3, just let me know. I'm currently playing X-Strength, but I am available to play Turf War, Salmon, Anarchy Open. Usually my threshold for private battles would be anything above about, if they're around 5 people or more watching stream who can actually play the game, then I would usually do private battles. Otherwise, then what I would do is probably do either Anarchy Open, so this right here, or do Turf War. So if anyone's willing to play, just let me know. Send a message in chat and I can play with you. So I'll switch to Anarchy open just so it's easier to back out and just start another room, just in case people want to play. Although I think Turf War is easiest overall, but people will let me know. So, if you're interested, just let me know. As currently, I'm not really doing anything right now. But there were about, I believe, 5 to 6 people here earlier. So, end this poll now. So, just if you want to play, just let me know. Prochar is playing. Well, he just went live, so a lot more people should be watching Splatoon. Some interesting names up there. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens next. I am interested now. That person's not going to run straight for it. I just need a little bit of space back. First half is really fun here. Okay, I am down. So this person should be able to be defeated pretty easily. I might as well pick it up. There we go. Alright, another win, 15. Let's keep it going. Alright, so 15 wins. How many losses? I think it's 7. So, yes, if I squint, it's 7. So, I have a greater than 66% win rate. So, that's very good. I want to keep it that way. It will be difficult if I get a losing streak, but we will see. We will see what happens. I saw Dimitri just got on. Alright. So generally entering the last 90 minutes of stream. Hey Tolo, welcome to stream, what's going on? Welcome. If you're willing to play, just let me know. After this match, I can make a run for you. I will admit, it is interesting. Like, when I look at my YouTube analytics, the time that my audience watches me is at 10 something in the morning. But I can't actually stream until the afternoon. But even still, when I do stream at night, there are people. It's not that many of them. There are people now. I moved too far up, that's a problem. They secured the checkpoint. Someone just died in our face. It's not ideal. Alright. I should have looked up instead. Got 2 down. This person's not moving. Not ideal. Maybe they're scared by what they see up here. Possible. But we need a person that moves next time. Desperately. What are you, bro? What is bro looking at? Okay, you got one person. At some point, you just have to run it. Team has to realize that at some point, you just have to go for it. But I don't know, maybe it's hard for them. Oh, man.
Wait, no. Actually, he's the last line of defense. You guys gotta jump in.
There we go. That's 16 wins. Win streak. It's increasing, which is good. Now, honestly, I might be missing one loss somewhere in here that it probably did not count. But overall, not bad. Yeah. Very good performance there. I don't know, Attila, if you're still here, but if you want to play open, we can. Huh. Let's listen to this one. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, on to the next battle. I am dead. I can barely hear myself too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that eliminated no one, so I threw it improperly. There we go. Alright, so we're through the checkpoint. But he's the only one. Oh, just push her. My teammate is so slow, bro. He's not built for this. He's not built for the speed. And I think I made a dumb mistake there. There we go. Wait, how did we mess that up? Oh my goodness. How did we mess that? That's actually embarrassing. How did we mess that up? That's not funny. Wow. That's not good. Alright. I can leave it there. Alright. So thank you to everyone who actually watched the stream. And I hope you had a good time being here. I don't know. We did 24 matches. We also did Rainmaker. Oh, I did X rank. We also did Salmon Run for a little bit. That was quite fun. And then we did a bunch of Tier 4 earlier. So I think today was a good stream. I have 2 more streams tomorrow for anyone who is still listening, so I'll do those. And then outside of there, the stream schedule really starts to fall off because my semester begins. So I need to figure out when am I going to be able to stream every day. Well, when am I going to be able to stream most comfortably is my main question I still have to figure out. But I think I'll be able to figure it out. Alright, so thank you to everyone who was watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So you see the conclusion screen. And that's it from me. See you all tomorrow.